to tell you, but there's nobody out there that's gonna love you like I do. A disappointment, well hey, that's love, it's all fair. I found some magic in you. So let it rock, let it roll. We don't wanna hurt no more in summertime, and the living is easy. So let it rock, let it roll. We don't wanna hurt no more in summertime, and the living is easy.
With Tess Devine. I am your host, Tess Devine, and the guest for today's episode is my really good friend Cameron Carlton. He is a comic. He's an improviser. He's a musician. You're very much a Renaissance man, Springfield Renaissance man.
Yes, man of many hats.
Yes, it's many hats, and they are always very stylish.
That's right. They're always very fabulous.
Yes. So for today's episode, I thought the best way to get to know Cameron. I mean, of course, I know him so well, and he's here promoting a show that he's going to have at Martha's Vineyard. It's on the 28th. Is that right?
31st.
31st. I'm sorry.
Last day of March.
Last day of March. So on the last day of March, if you have nothing to do, you should come check out Cameron's show.
That's right. It's free, and it's at 10:30, and it's at Martha. So there's no reason not to come.
That's really awesome.
And discounts for college kids, too.
Hey, that's really cool. Discounts for college kids.
Yeah,
for a free show.
Yeah. For their drinks.
Okay. So we thought for today's episode we would play the wonderful family-friendly game of Cards Against Humanity, which Cameron, you've never played that before, right?
No, never.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. Yeah, and I think, Jake, you should explain. Jake and Andrew, of course, are going to be playing with us. The wonderful producers, the warbly voice. Yeah, I think one of you should explain the game, because I've only played it like maybe twice.
All right. Well, for anyone who's ever played Apples to Apples,
okay.
It's a game of comparisons. And in Apples to Apples, the whole point of the game is that someone plays a card that's like cool, and then you have a selection of nouns in your hand, and you try and play the noun that you think best fits that word.
It's called an adjective, right?
Well,
cool is an adjective.
Well, I didn't feel like I needed to spell that one out.
Okay.
But, so then if you've got rhinoceros in your hand, you're like, oh, rhinos are cool. And then there's a judge who takes all the cards and is like, this one was the coolest, so you win. That's the basic concept of Apples to Apples. And what Cards Against Humanity is it's Apples to Apples for terrible people.
Right.
So instead of getting cards like cool and rhinos, we'll get cards like abortions and Hitler. But profoundly handicapped is a card that Jake literally just pulled from the top of the deck.
Yes.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah. So family friendly humor. Wonderfully clean.
We've got R-rated from this point on.
Yes. Yeah. So we're going to be playing we'll be playing for about 30 minutes or so, and then Cameron's going to actually perform a song. One of the songs that he'll be playing on his show on the 31st. So. Should we just hop to it, eh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, who wants to do it
on to roll the 4 for it?
Oh yeah, we have to roll the dice, correct?
I don't know if I have a die handy.
You have a triangle die handy. I see that.
It's true. Oh, is there? Well, that's great. It's a 4-sided die. So.
Roll
4. That's house rule.
First person to roll a 4 goes first. It's the house rule.
It's going to be a little bit different with the
triangle. I don't even
triangle.
know how to read that thing.
Yeah.
It's the number on the bottom.
The one
on the
only
bottom.
one you can read normally.
Okay. I got a 3.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, you got a 4.
Excellent. Okay, cool.
Right.
Sweet.
So you draw out one of the black cards, read it off, and then we submit our best answer to you.
What is the gift that keeps on giving?
Oh, this.
Okay.
Now we're going to get a really nice...
Also, whenever you play one of your white cards, which in this case I guess would be the whatever, just draw another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
all in.
Yeah. So Cameron, how long is the band that you're with is called Cammy the Ritz?
Yes, Cammy and the Ritz is kind of an ever-evolving group of people. It's me, and then the Ritz started with my friend Mark Schaefer, who still plays guitar with me. He did all the guitar tracks for Arc Pop, which is this next album.
Arc Pop, okay. Cool.
Arc Pop, which, pretty self-explanatory. I'm from Arkansas, and I play pop music, so
yeah,
Arc Pop. And, I love Lady Gaga, and I pay homage to her every show. And so that's kind of where I took the name from. But
nice.
That's the Ritz. We have a few new members, but I'll talk about that in a second. Cool. I want to get to these cards.
Yes.
Okay. What's the gift that keeps on giving? Is it actually taking candy from a baby? Is it a snapping turtle biting the tip of your penis? Ooh. Or foreskin. That one wins because yes, that is
am the victor.
the gift that keeps on giving.
The key to crossing humanity is knowing when to play foreskin.
Yes.
Knowing when to play foreskin. Okay. So are we going?
Clockwise.
Yeah, okay.
Clockwise.
Okay.
I'm kind of worried you might cut that last bit.
Okay. What did I bring back from Mexico? What did I bring back from Mexico?
I feel like this is a good one. I'm digging this.
That's gonna fall flat, and I know it.
When I hear you just go.
It will fall flat on the air.
Exactly.
It will fall flat on
That'd be
there.
great.
Okay. So
I'll put
let's
some
see.
crickets
Let's
in
see
there.
here. What did I bring back from Mexico? Suicidal thoughts. Okay. A heart of a child. Or 50,000 volts straight to the nipples. I want to go with the heart of a child. I like that one a lot.
2 in a row.
Oh yeah, man, totally bombed. Yeah, you called that.
It was super
Heart of a
dark, though. I didn't
child.
know if it would actually go over. It's okay. It's
I
my
like
turn,
how you're
so
like, I'm worried about it being too dark. It's Cards Against Humanity. That's the whole premise.
This game has limits, man.
Are we supposed to get new white cards after?
Yes,
every
yeah, you
time?
are.
I'm gonna go ahead and get two.
Lady and gentlemen, I have to ask, what am I giving up for Lent? I'll go ahead and close my
I
eyes.
don't know if I have any good ones for this.
Foreskin, anybody?
I'll just go realistic on this one. We'll see what happens. It looks like you have all of your cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh dang.
Open your eyes.
There's so many choices sometimes.
So I'm giving
You
up
can't
3
decide.
things. 3 things for
Three
Lent.
things.
First, masturbate. No. Masturbation is not getting given up.
I like Lent's already started.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start it in
Let me tell you straight up, I did not give that.
I'm a really bad Christian, guys. Secondly, I'll be giving up testicular torsion, which is very uncomfortable. Lastly, I figured I'd give up an ether-soaked drag.
You get some bad habits.
I really do. I need to get my shit under control.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it to masturbation.
Yeah, that's
That's
fine.
the most ludicrous. There you go.
That's
Yeah.
the most ludicrous. That's funny.
See, it seems realistic, but it's really not.
It's not.
No one can do that. All right. Let's
What do you got?
judge
What do
it.
you got for
Let's
us?
judge it up. It's a pick 2. That's too convoluted for
Yeah,
this
fuck
part.
it.
Yeah.
We are on the air. I don't have
We
time
are
for
on the
this.
air. Yeah. Pick 2 now.
All right. Next time on Dr. Phil, how to talk to your child about blank. It's gonna be a
Read that one again.
packed episode.
Yes.
Next time on Dr. Phil, how to talk to your child about blank. We're gonna sell some important issues.
Very. I'm sure after school specials.
Dr. Phil and nighttime testimony.
You know what the worst
Of
part
course.
is? Sometimes, like, they keep pushing back Dr. Phil, like, later in the day. It used to be on at,
Why?
like, 10 in the morning. Now
Yeah.
it's on at, like, 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
people get home and they're just like, oh, Dr. Phil's on. Let's watch this.
Yeah. I don't really like Dr. Phil because I feel like he's way too sensationalized.
Oh
and
god, my grandma loves Dr. Phil.
Yeah. I don't.
Loves him.
Just all day.
All day. Dr. Phil all damn day.
God.
Is there a channel that just marathons?
Yeah.
There must be at this
Yeah.
point.
It's basic
The
cable in
Dr. Phil
Arkansas. It's
network.
what you get.
The Phil channel.
Yeah. Phil all the time.
Yes.
I think the new station is K-Phil.
Okay, Phil.
All right, the children of today are plagued by 3 problems that we're going to address on today's Dr. Phil. First, how to talk to your child about double penetration.
That's never an easy.
well-
never an
How to talk to
easy
your
task.
child about fingering.
Yes.
Nice.
We've made horrible
How to
decisions.
talk to your child about destroying the evidence. Maybe the evidence of double penetration and fingering.
Yeah. Right.
Burn the sheets.
I'm going to have to give it to the old DP. 'Cause
I'm reigning supreme.
That's just awful.
I
a
swear to
single
God, I'm
card.
not trying this hard. It just keeps happening.
You're not trying to show up the guest. You're just...
My good man.
All right. Tonight on 2020, what you don't know about blank could kill you.
Boy, the news is really weird tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to draw another one. I'm out of my awesome cards.
I guess I could talk about the new members of the Ritz right now.
Definitely go for it.
We have Zach Graham, who's one of my friends, one of your friends. He is just incredible at harmonizing, and he can dance, which very high energy show. We love to dance.
Cool.
So Zach Graham and Brooke Gooden is joining us as our other dancer this time. So
cool.
It's gonna be a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Okay, so tonight on 2020, what you don't know about blank could kill you. What you don't know about panda sex could kill you.
It's very aggressive.
That's
Very.
yeah.
Lots of strange noises.
What you don't know about the Hamburglar could kill you. Ooh, or what you don't know about pumping out a baby every 9 months could kill you. Well,
It's like a war zone.
I'm gonna say the most terrifying of those is the Hamburglar. He freaks me out.
Yes.
So Hamburglar wins.
Yeah, he freaks me out too. I understand it. Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody who just steals your hamburger. No
We need to
thanks.
stop being so good at this game, Andrew. This is a problem.
What being good at this game means is that we're just the worst people in this room right now.
So good.
Okay. When Pharaoh remained unmoved, Moses called down a plague of blank. When Pharaoh remained unmoved, Moses called down a plague of blank.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and put that one
All
out there.
right.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, this-
When the Pharaoh remained unmoved, Moses called down a plague of catapults.
That's
Okay.
a bad plague.
Little known fact, a group of catapults is called a plague.
Yeah. A plague of menstrual rage.
Oh my god.
And a plague of old people's smell. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with menstrual rage because that's yeah.
Give us a new
Again,
meaning to
really?
parting the Red Sea.
You should
Oh.
start
the
an
only reason we
all-female
played
band
this.
called Menstrual Rage.
Can't resist a good Bible joke.
Right.
Okay. Oh, that was a perfect segue. Please tell me, what do old people smell like?
That's great.
I have some really good cards.
Oh, I
Menstrual
know.
rage
Oh, I
would
just
be good
threw
for this.
such a better card than the one I
Isn't that great when that happens? You're
it's,
like, no.
it's sort of great, but it's like I can't think of a better card than
To play than this one.
It would have been.
That's how it always
magic.
works, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Okay.
So, firstly, they smell like 3 things, obviously.
Okay. Yes,
Firstly,
obviously.
former President George W. Bush. Probably.
Probably.
He's like 8,000 years old now. Secondly, they smell like a salty surprise.
Oh, okay.
Thirdly, they smell like Michael Jackson. I mean, this one is easy. A salty surprise wins.
That's pretty.
Yes, and the fine gentleman
Yeah. Yes. The guest.
guest
The guest
finally
for
gets on
today
the board.
gets a
Finally,
point.
got
Yeah.
one.
It's good to not be the most horrible person for once.
I know. Right?
Yeah. So, Cameron, how old were you when you started performing music?
When I first started singing in an actual choir, I was about 11 or 12, 6th, 7th grade. And I've always sang my whole life in the radio. I just would not stop. And so I moved to Colorado, and it was a really cool experience for me. About 20 years old was when I went there. And I was like, I could write my own music. Like, I got to watch cool bands. I saw Foxy Shazam in Denver.
Lucky.
And they are killer. And I was like, oh my gosh, this was what I was meant to do. So now that's what I'm doing. And
Cool.
it's pretty awesome.
That's very, very cool.
So, yeah.
Andrew.
Legit.
Yeah, it is legit.
The class field trip was completely ruined by blank.
I don't know why. That whole prompt makes me laugh.
It's a great prompt.
It's great.
It opens the door for a lot of fascinating things.
Yeah, it does.
Could be another good use for the Hamburglar.
The Hamburglar.
Menstrual rage.
Or menstrual rage, yeah.
Every time I lay a card down, I forget what the thing was. So I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm gonna
Oh,
win. I
fuck.
don't know.
No one else takes it. I'll
I
take
think
it.
I put something funny down.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, the class field trip was completely ruined by Grandpa's ashes.
Oh my god.
It's a real somber mood. Scrotal frostbite.
That'll do it. That'll
And
kill the mood.
peeing a little bit. Now, peeing a lot, maybe. I don't think peeing a little bit would ruin the whole
No.
You can hide that.
Unless for some strange reason you smelled really bad, like as a result of peeing a little bit.
You
I
had
mean, even
asparagus.
peeing a lot.
Yeah.
It happens, I guess.
I'm gonna have to go scrotal frostbite.
Yeah.
Boy, does that sound like a bad future.
Oh my god.
I don't even have a scrotum, and that sounds bad.
Sounds uncomfortable.
You should get one.
I should get one. Yeah.
You don't know what you're missing.
Just get one off of eBay.
Scrotum, $80.
80.
Hey, yeah, that's pretty cheap, lady.
Does that include free shipping?
Really, it's just floppy skin. That's all it is. So.
Okay, well,
Little purse.
it's your little purse. Okay, good segue. It's a pity that kids these days are all getting involved with blank. I'm also going to talk about Jared Snyder.
Yeah.
He is playing. We're playing a couple acoustic songs at the show on the 31st.
Okay.
Right before we actually get into it and start dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's playing guitar now, and he is
Cool.
incredible, classically trained. And
Nice.
he's just a really awesome guy in general. So I'm glad we have him on our team. So
Definitely.
come see Jared. He's going to rip it
having
up.
really talented musicians it's sometimes you find yourself going, I can't believe it. Like,
Yeah.
and they're just, it comes so easily to them with
Yeah,
their skill. Like,
that
I know
was-
I know a
that's-
violinist named Jacob who was part of the band I'm involved with, Kill Crows, and he's it's like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that it's like, yeah, so I understand.
Yeah, that's how me and Mark are. Mark Schaefer. We're like, I don't know. I call him my, not Siegfried and Roy. That would be really weird. I am his like Simon, and he's Garfunkel. Like, that's kind of how we see ourselves.
So wait, are you gonna Garfunkel?
And maybe, but no. But he's just insane. He was a drummer first for me, and then he was like one day he was like, "Oh, I play guitar too, right?" And I was like, "No, I had no idea." And so boom, we started writing songs.
That's cool. He's
He's featured a lot in the album, and I'm really excited for people to hear how good he is. 'Cause he's not like me. He's a very shy guy. But anyway, it's a pity that kids these days are all getting involved with dying.
Ouch.
I'm not sure how to follow that up. Pretending to care. That's true. Kids these days.
How dare they?
I've been wrapped up in that my whole life.
Pretending to care.
And
young.
9/11.
Yes, one of the custom cards.
Yeah, 9/11 is a card we made ourselves for this game.
They give you a handful of blank cards upon which you can write your own
You
answer.
can write your own vulgar answer.
I think I'm going to say it's a pity that kids these days are all getting involved with dying. Because I don't want anybody to die.
It's really sad.
Getting involved with dying.
It's
So
sad.
funny.
Dying.
Getting involved with dying.
Yeah, don't get involved with dying. Get involved with living.
Yeah.
That is my motto.
To the fullest.
Yeah.
Get busy living. Like,
Yeah.
For what it's worth, when we got what old people smell like, that was the card I drew after I played mine. This would be great.
Dying.
On the nose.
On the nose, yeah.
That's exactly what they smell like.
All right. Make a haiku. Can we do that? Do we have time?
That tends to be a bit of
A
a
lengthy one? Okay.
bit of a-
No. Just kidding.
Throw it.
I do love
I'm
Nick
angry.
Ryan.
Yeah, they're usually great.
Okay. Here's the good one. What did Vin Diesel eat for dinner?
Oh, Christ.
What did Vin Diesel eat for dinner? I like how Vin Diesel's still a thing. That's
Vin
just
Diesel's the man.
He
We gave
is.
him a shout out on our podcast.
We did, and I asked him to be on. Surprisingly enough, he did not.
that does shock me.
I know,
Well,
right?
Keep your
I think
fingers
I think it was the two of you who showed me the video of him dancing to Dark Horse.
Oh my God, it's so
Yeah, I was like, well, that's a thing. Okay.
I'm going to check that out.
He ate
Yeah.
for dinner. Okay, not breakfast. Okay.
Did that make a difference?
It did,
Why would that make a
shockingly enough.
difference? Yeah.
It will be this one.
You couldn't eat two midgets shitting in a bucket for breakfast.
I mean, you could.
Wouldn't make any sense.
Oh, okay.
Now dinner.
So-
Dinner's different.
So Vin Diesel had, of course, 3 things to eat for dinner.
Three-course meal.
Yeah, 3-course meal, of course. So the first course was Boris the Soviet Love Hammer. The second course.
Start big.
Yeah, literally.
The second course was that thing that electrocutes your abs. Well, I mean, come on, he's got to get rid
Stay
of
in
it somehow.
shape.
He's got to.
That's how you do it.
Works better from the inside.
And the third course, the final course, technically, I guess dessert, was the Chinese gymnastics team.
Oh, yeah, something light to finish you off.
Just something crisp and light.
You really went for some international cuisine.
He did.
Yeah, he's got to mix it up. The palette, the variety is the spice of life. I'm going to go with the Chinese gymnastics team because I find that hilariously funny.
Yes.
I like it. So far,
I figured Vin Diesel would munch out on the gymnastics.
I know, right? Yeah.
He'd enjoy that.
Just grab one of them, break off an arm, no biggie.
Yeah.
In 1,000 years, when paper money is a distant memory, how will we pay for goods and services? Right off the bat.
I'm very confident about that card.
Oh, okay.
I'm not as confident, but
But you're whatever. Tess seems to be the least
I
confident.
hesitantly challenge him.
Trying to think.
He brought a sword. You brought a slightly smaller sword.
I brought a stick to a gunfight,
Excellent choice. I hear you win in most of the situations.
They don't have a phrase for that, so I probably got a better chance than people who bring knives.
Exactly.
Of course.
All right, so we're going to go through phases here. First, money will be replaced by fiery poops.
Fiery poops.
Probably from eating all of the paper money.
Probably, yes.
Secondly,
Paper cuts.
after we run out of fiery poops, it'll be replaced by men. Trading men for goods and services. That's slavery.
Yeah, that's happened before.
I mean, it's all cyclical.
It is. History repeats itself.
And lastly, we will finally settle upon tentacle porn.
That's a currency.
This is hard because I like all these. I mean,
this portrays a grim future.
it really does.
That's what we're going to be using for money.
Oof.
Ooh, wow.
I'm gonna have to, because it just doesn't fit with the surrealist theme here. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say no to men,
Oh.
and then
Just say no to men.
I'm gonna have to give it to fiery poops.
Look at that.
Fiery poops.
I had a chance after all.
Was it? Were you tentacle porn?
I was tentacle porn.
Ah, damn. I
yeah.
was so close. I was like, do I really want
I'm
to?
pretty sure a lot of Japan's economy already revolves around
Yeah, that's
Probably.
true.
at least half.
Yeah.
Anything that comes from there has tentacles.
The CIA now interrogates enemy agents by repeatedly subjecting them to blank. Whoa. Jake's got a card. Also, friendly reminder, host, we're at 21 minutes.
21 minutes. Okay, that is good to know. Over here. Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Do you have all your
Things.
okay.
Things. So, how long have you been playing piano? Is it the same length of time that you've been doing choir?
No, I didn't play an instrument until about 3 years ago. I started playing the keyboard and just kind of, I was like, if I'm going to write my own music, I need to actually learn how to play an instrument. And I tinkered around, a little bit with it, but kind of self-taught, just whatever I needed to write, I learned how to write it, and it all just kind of flowed, because naturally I could read music, so I understood music, so it came pretty naturally. But now I'm getting to the point where I'm about to play live, and that's still pretty terrifying for me. But 3 years, I'm getting there, I think.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
Feeling pretty solid.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta keep saying. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome.
Right.
Just keep pumping yourself up, get that confidence going.
Yeah.
Alternatively, take drugs beforehand.
Yeah.
That's what I tend to
I
do.
hear a lot of musicians go that route.
That's
Yeah.
true. That is true.
Yes.
Works well for them.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well,
Sometimes.
unless it doesn't.
Unless it doesn't.
Well, I mean, I just know I've had some
List off
experiences
the whole 27-year-old club.
Yeah,
or whatever.
right.
You've got your Amy Winehouse, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we've had a couple shows where backup dancers get a little tipsy beforehand, and it's kind of a.
Is that?
It's a little.
Are they a little more free with their
Yeah,
dances?
yeah. I try. I might have a drink or two right
Yeah.
before the show, just kind of loosen up. But you gotta be kind of on the ball. So.
It is technically, it's a profession.
Yeah, and that's exactly
Yeah.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
we're there to entertain people, and we're gonna be dancing and shaking our asses and singing, and it's gonna be a really sick show. So I'm hoping everybody comes, and it's free, so there's no reason not to.
Yeah. I mean, you can't beat free.
Yeah.
So.
Duh.
All right, so in case anyone was wondering, the CIA now interrogates enemy agents by repeatedly subjecting them to nipple blades. Yikes.
Seems like an effective method.
They're still not talking, they go for syphilitic insanity.
That escalated quickly.
God help them if they get through that, because then it's Britney Spears at 55. Nipple blades.
I was gonna say nipple blades kind of
That's
won
the
that.
harshest imagery.
It's just like, ow.
Oh god.
I'm coming up, fellas.
He's catching
You know who's not coming up is our host. over
Yeah,
here.
she's.
I know. I still have
Who's
no.
very-
I have no
Not
cards.
poorly.
You're just saying it. You're not doing this at all.
I'm not very good at being bad here.
Where's my hand? Oh, here.
Where is
Oh.
your hand?
Where are my
I always
hands?
forget it's my turn.
Where are my hands?
Daddy, why is mommy crying?
Oh, the reasons.
What a card.
I like how you set that up because that makes this one work even better.
Daddy,
There you go.
I can really go for it if you want me to. Daddy, why is mommy crying?
Oh god.
That was more like Daddy.
That was a little
just-
sultry.
I was gonna say a little hint of
Daddy,
sultriness.
why is mommy crying? Okay, Daddy, why is mommy crying? In a not creepy voice. Mommy's crying because she is she's crying from a defective condom. That could make a mother cry.
It's funny, right? You.
it's because of you.
It's because of you.
Or mommy's crying because of ethnic cleansing.
That's fair.
Or mommy's crying because she on the chronic. So
It's not reacting.
She had too much.
just because I'm not crying, but I'm gonna go with the chronic. So
No,
I'll take that.
Did you? Goddamn.
get it? You win it. The chronic always wins. That's the lesson from this.
The go-to.
That's what Dr. Dre taught me.
That's right.
If I
Dr.
learned
Dre.
anything from my doctor.
That's so weird you say that because like art pop, it's so influenced by like hip hop and rap. Like that's what I listen to is Dr. Dre and Outkast and
Yeah.
Gnarls Barkley. So you'll hear like at the show
course.
how diverse it is. So a little something for
Well,
everybody.
and the thing about those artists that I always like is that they focus on like music and performance.
Yes.
And it's not. It's.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes with some rap, I've noticed is like there's a very like almost cookie cutter way how they perform and how they present themselves, and whereas like Outkast definitely gets out there.
Yeah, they're insane.
Outkast out there. So
Yeah, I didn't limit myself because I, used to watch videos with them and they're just doing what they love.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. And that's the whole show is just based around that. So it's going to be a great show.
That's,
I keep saying that, but
Yeah.
I
Well,
know it's
you know
gonna
what?
be
I think the more you say it, I think it is going to be a good show.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds from what you sound prepared. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of,
we played there
dancing.
before and we had
Yeah.
a blast. I mean, Martha's is a sweet venue for my style of music. You
Yeah.
know, it's pop. It's
Right.
a little bit rocky, but
Yeah.
they love it. The Devine, she was like, I love your music, so come and play anytime. I was like, sweet, I will.
Well, and I also like that you have dancers. I think some people, I know people in the audience are usually sometimes can be afraid to dance. Like
Yeah.
it depends on the crowd, but I think or I guess it depends on how drunk they are too. That's usually,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
more the latter, yeah. But I mean, people sometimes are afraid to dance, and I think having dancers already out there will make
Yes.
people want to dance more. And I think
So
that's,
we're hoping.
kind of break down the barrier, a little more confident, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
All right. A romantic candlelight dinner would be incomplete without blank. A romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without blank.
Mostly just playing that card because I really like it and I want to play it.
Yeah, me
Stuff,
too.
so-
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
I'm like, what's the best one? There we go.
All of these cards are very much like, well, that's true.
This is exactly how my
Yeah,
character is.
exactly. Fuck this one.
Seeing your hand, I worry about your love life.
I know, right?
Okay.
Stop looking.
So,
God.
a romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without these three things. The first is a magic hippie love cloud.
What was that about the chronic?
Magic hippie love cloud, yeah. It also would be incomplete without just the tip. Just the tip. Yeah.
See what it feels like.
Right.
It's my favorite game.
It's the best game.
Okay, and it would be incomplete. A romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without a pinata full of scorpions.
Oh my god. I hope that wasn't yours because you told me you were scared about mine. I'm like,
I'm gonna have to go with a pinata full of scorpions.
God damn it.
That was a good one.
But that was a tough one. So that was good.
Just the tip.
Yeah, you wanna?
Are we?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
we're there.
We're there. Okay. All right. Okay. So are we gonna pause?
Sure.
Are we just gonna have him?
I figured you want to segue into it, but you know.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So talk a little bit about the song that you're gonna be playing for today.
This song is called Missing Piece, and it's I have never put any music to it. It's just always been me live playing, along to it. So it's about finding that special someone who kind of sees you through the storm and puts the pieces all back together for you. So
That's a nice, like, uplifting tune.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're lucky enough today. This is the first, like, Nighttime's first live performance. So that's exciting. So Cameron Carlton, he's part of Cammy The Ritz, will be performing Missing Piece. Yes, for us today.
winter air leaves me speechless, and there's so much more to say. You help me pick up all the pieces. Those dirty clouds have gone away. There's a heaven, and I won't ever hold a star, but you're that one thing I've been missing in my heart, in my heart. And they say big boys, they don't cry. Well, that ain't true at all. 'Cause if I counted all the tears I've cried, it would be the saddest waterfall. See, I don't know if there's a heaven, and I won't ever hold a star,